come through a once in a lifetime acquisition here in the heart of the Bayview. If you are bidding registrations obviously are happening. We've got conditions in our board here. We are reporting the auction here today, ladies and gentlemen. On social media, it's not some new reality TV program that Mark's on, that I'm sure one day he will appear on. So if you're interested, you will be bidding today with a registration card. If you haven't registered and you do anticipate bidding, no problems at all. Just let one of our friendly team members here at No Name Properties know, and we can register you at any time. Authorised by our nice background music and I'm drowning. Is that your favourite? I have been authorised by my vendor to make one bid for them. If I make that bid for them, I'll tell everyone. It's called a vendor's bid to the market. Every time you bid, you just need your bidding card number up, and on the ball of the hammer, property sells. So to be up nice and early with your bidding, the reserve price has been set, and all I can say is we are very realistic vendors here today. In the situation of looking for premium acreage with some interesting opportunities potentially down the track, something that you should be for. The contract's been available, standard, all the normal and extras inside the contract. If you have the contract looked over by a legal professional, 3 minkara Road in Bayview, property legally known on the contract that you are trying to buy today. The property has been marketed by Mark and the team from No Name Properties. Very friendly crew. If there's any questions, just call them out. I'm happy to come out and assist you in that regard. And I grew up in the same street as him, so I can say he's annoying. So good luck to all parties here today. Got any questions? You let me know. I'm going to answer your auction questions. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is, and as I said, arguably the best properties on the market today on the Northern Beaches. It probably has been for the last year or so in this pocket of the Bayview market. And I say that because with all the potential on the Northern Beaches at the moment, a lot of chatter with, from government point with living zones and what's going on across the broader state, you get these opportunities that you come to and you say, wow, there's 19,200 square metres here, Mark, of absolute premium Northern Beaches real estate, beautifully pristine acreage here in the heart of the Bayview market, when you're an absolute stone's throw away from everything that we all reside around, whether it's beaches, whether it's schools, whether it's transport, whether it's access to the upper North Shore, further down onto the beaches, or into the lower North Shore access by the Wakehurst Parkway. You are property is brilliant. The home, well, it's a stellar build. Not that long ago, Mark, you said the cost of building at the moment, we spoke about it, to build a home like this today, you wouldn't get any change out of the probably the price where it's been set. The very realistic vendors is what I'd like to say. And you get to the land acquisition holding is thrown in all together. The home, ladies and gentlemen, obviously there's 3 opportunities. There's the current home, there's this third dwelling, and obviously the main residence right here. So if you're buying the home, potential for investment opportunities, or you're just wanting that lifestyle acreage where you're sitting on the Northern Beaches overlooking Bayview and Mona Vale with ocean views. Ladies and gentlemen, and the animals are very friendly, aren't they? They're amazing. Mark's been talking to them every morning. He's been sending me the videos, so talk to him anymore, so he comes here and talks to the llamas and the alpacas. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, 3 minkara Road, Bayview. We've had a lot of people through the property, a lot of interest in the property. All is, what's a property like this worth? Opening bid, you tell me. And I know we've got parties that have just that have said, Mark, this is awesome. We're not in a position financially today, but we're interested in it. We can talk to them if it doesn't sell after. But if you're here and you can commit today to auction, which means if you can pay a deposit and sign the contract on the spot, then you should be putting your hand on it. So we've got very realistic owners, we've got a brilliant asset, a lot of parties potentially waiting until after auction. So opening bid. I'm happy to hear it's impossible to put a price on properties like this, because if you go square meterage, if you go cost of build, like I said, it's so far in front, it's not funny. And again, with what's been trading in our local area, there's not a lot that comes on the market. I'm going to suggest a bid. I'm happy to start the bid, but I'd like to hear what you think the property's worth. So opening bid. If you haven't registered and you'd like to register, more than happy to register. I know I said we've got a few parties who definitely are showing interest after auction with some finance situations, and that's fine. But I like to run the auction first to give our registered bid. Okay. So what I might do is, you're okay, Mark, I might exercise my bid, my own stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to exercise my right to make one bid, known as a vendor's bid, and I'm going to exercise that bid at 7.5 million. Okay. At 7,500,000. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you take a look at land acquisition, you take a look at rebuild costs, you take a look at further potential, and you take It's been trading, tick, 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 every single box of that price point. 7.5. Can I go back in at 7.6 or better? You let me know. Money's at $7,005,000. I'm happy to call it 3 times. There's no further bid over the 7.5 million. What I'll do is I'll pass the property in. If we do that, I want to be very clear. There is no exclusive negotiating with registered bidders only. It's open to everyone after the auction. And we do run under auction conditions till midnight of the auction day. So what do it here on the floor. Hold me up, wait, that's fine. But after auction, there'll be a lot more interest competition with offers, givings to us after auction. Simple as that. But I wanted to run the process for everyone here first, being able to transact without the enormous amounts of competition that we're going to see. And this will be a property that it would not shock me if Mark rings and says, sold it to someone who didn't even look at it once you put a price on it, hasn't even seen it during the auction from out of area due to the price point. So we'll call it 3 times. It really is like Hunter Valley or Byron Bay on the Northern Beaches, Mark. You're 100% right. We'll call it once. Second, you can register anytime during the auction too. Remember that? Third and final call. Bid's been made. 7.5 that I've exercised. But for the vendors at 7.5. Third and final call. If we are all done and all silent at 7,500,000. Okay, you are a tough man, aren't you? Jokes about Mark ready to go and you didn't want to bid to him. So you have to come to the next one for that. So what we'll do is, and I know we're very comfortable passing the property. We'd love to see it because we know we've got very realistic vendors. We've got an A-grade supreme product here, and we've got buyers who just can't transact at the moment. We've got buyers in this room that can. So that's my concern. If you can, you do it here. If you can't, obviously after. But the ones that can are going to be thrown into the carts. Is that confusing? And then it's going to be more people after the auction. So, ladies and gentlemen, the property's been passed in with a bid of 7.5 million. If there's any questions or any consideration at that level or above, please speak to Mark, speak to the team. Stefan obviously has been running the process also, so I didn't even mention you're standing there, Stefan. And speak to Stefan, you'll have a better conversation. So, ladies and gentlemen, any questions to let us know, but as said, great asset.